10 seconds. Stand by.
Well, we move to the bottom half of the ninth in a tremendous ball game here at Comiskey Park in Chicago this evening. And Jim Beatty's work is done, well done. He goes 8 innings, gives up 3 runs, 6 hits, 5 walks, and 5 strikeouts. And Bill Caudle, who was really cuffed around out here last night in 2/3 of an inning, he gave up 5 runs on 3 hits and he walked 2, will come in and try to send this ball game into extra innings. Bill Caudle, the ex-Chicago Cub, and you know he's got to be pumped up trying to keep the White Sox away from making the magic number 0. The Kansas City Royals have won tonight. They beat Oakland. They scrambled them 10-1. So unless the White Sox win, they cannot celebrate tonight. The Mariners coming up dramatically with 2 runs in the top half of the 9th inning. As we look at Jerry Hairston down on deck, apparently he's going to come up and hit for Scott Fletcher, leading off the 9th inning. Hairston pinch hit in the 8th inning last night and was intentionally walked by Bill Caudle. There's Harold Reynolds, the new second baseman. The new left fielder for the Mariners is Johnny Moses. So the outfield of Moses in left, Bradley in center, Dave Henderson is in right, Coles on the left side of the infield, Reynolds at second base, and Ron Renneke at first. And Jerry Hairston will be the pinch hitter. Good little hitter, Wes.
Yes, he is. He's been a tough out. He's a very good. In fact, he's one of the top hitters in the American League as far as pinch hitter.
He has more hits than anybody in the American League as a pinch hitter. He has 15 of them, hitting .294 as a pinch hitter. So Jerry Hairston against Bill Caudle in a 3-3 tie. The magic number is still 1. The Kansas City Royals have won. They beat Oakland 10-1. Fastball strike on the outside corner. Hairston overall with a .297 batting average. Out of play. 0-2 the count on Hairston. Baltimore a winner tonight, 5-4 over Milwaukee, so the Orioles increase their lead over the Tigers to 7 full games. More and more, it looks like the White Sox in Baltimore. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tigers were nipped by Boston today, 3-2. Bob Stanley's had a great year for Boston. He picked up his 29th save in that game. Line drive right to Renneke.
Oh boy, he is.
So Hairston smokes one, but right to Ron Renneke at first base. Just a bullet. Renneke up the ladder a little bit. So here's Julio.
I tell you, don't be surprised here if Julio tries to lay a bunt down here. I just got that feeling.
Exactly. Coles playing over near the line at third base to try and keep down from the double down the left field line.
And still he has to play in also enough to protect it in case of the bunt.
Ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. A ball game that was delayed about 35 minutes because of a rainstorm and a heavy rainstorm. We've been playing in electrical activity all night long. Ball 3, 3 balls and no strikes. See Caudle disgusted, missing on 3 pitches.
Well, you hate to put a man on base like this that can run like this because he can make some things happen.
That's high and outside, ball 4. So 4 pitches, cruise to first base. And Rudy Law, who is 1 for 4, will step up to the plate. And here comes Del Crandall out to chat with Bill Caudle.
I got to believe here, right here, Julio is going to try to steal a base, especially when you got the left-handed hitter up there, Law.
Julio with 52 stolen bases at first base in a 3-3 tie in the bottom half of the 9th.
What you really like to do here, Dave, is get ahead of that hitter, right? Get a strike, so in case you decide you want to pitch out, it keeps you in a better situation here.
Rudy Law came within 2 or 3 feet of hitting a home run in the 7th inning as he jerked one down the right field line. Imagine we're going to see that for a while. Throws to first base. Wernicke holding him tight. Another throw. Julio was going.
I have to say, he looked like he had that little fake, a little bit like he's going to go.
The Cruiser trying to win the Western Division title with his legs here tonight, and he doesn't go, and the pitch is high. Ball one. 1 ball and no strike, so Cottle has thrown 5 straight balls.
And they've all been in the same area, up and away from a left-hander. And he had that same problem last night.
Boy, throw bounced over there.
That's what you got to be careful right there. You know that man can run. You're trying to quicken your delivery up at first base. Don't throw the ball away.
Outfield straight away. The infield the same. Looking for 2. There goes Julio. The pitch is high and outside. Throw through to second base, and it is not in time. It gets by Spike Owen, backed up by Harold Reynolds. So that is 53 stolen bases for Julio.
Bill Cottle looked like he hesitated just a little bit with his leg when he picked his leg up to go. And, of course, that gives Julio an extra chance to get that extra step or 2. And look at him here. Great acceleration. Really, I don't think Orlando really had a good shot at him.
Spike Owen just having the ball go off his glove. So the White Sox have stolen 4 bases against the Mariners tonight as you get another look at it from a different angle. Mercado's throw almost hit Julio right in the pocketbook. And the fans are up here. They're looking for a base hit from Rudy Law. Julio is lead at second. Way outside. Ball 3, and Cottle has thrown 7 in a row that have not even been close.
That ball there was just... He just looked like his problem is just up and away, up and away.
Carlton Fisk is on deck, and of course, this man at the plate right now, Rudy Law, doesn't mean anything with 1 down. They might just go ahead and walk him anyway. That sets up the double play possibility.
You sure wouldn't want to give him a pitch right here to...
And he didn't. It's low and outside. So Bill Cottle has thrown 8 in a row out of the strike zone. And here is Carlton Fisk. As you mentioned, if you took a vote, probably would be the MVP for the Chicago White Sox this year. And Carlton is 1 for 3. The advantage the White Sox have, even though they have runners at first and second, is they have 2 great runners aboard. Going to be tough to double up. But Fisk, of course, is the man that, if you can get to hit the ball sharply, is the man that you're going to get.
That's the man you're going to get.
So here's Carlton Fisk against Cottle. High. That's 9 balls in a row thrown by Cottle out of the zone.
They're trying to get somebody hot out there quick in the bullpen, and I think it's the left-hander is Vandenberg and the right-hander Stanton.
A tense Chicago White Sox dugout looking for a base hit that will hand them the Western Division flag here in 1983. 1-0 on Fisk. The runners do not go. The pitch is foul back. Looked for a moment like they're going to take off.
Yes, it was. Carl Fisk is the type of individual, but it looked like he's just trying to make contact with the ball. He's just trying to drive the ball up for a base hit.
Julio back to second. Law back to first. Law means nothing. 1 run will win it. We're tied at 3-3 with 1 man down in the bottom half of the 9th inning.
For some reason, we got a delay in a ball game here, and I don't know what they're looking, something out in the outfield. Oh, I see what it is. There's some guys sitting out on the fence out there in left center, and they got to get them off there. There they go.
Young man right to the right of the 374 marker and right in left field. One ball, 1 strike. Bill Caudle, the ex-Chicago Cub, is ready and does not go back to second base. Way inside. Ball two. 2 balls and 1 strike. And that man who has hit a home run in every game in this series is on deck, Harold Baines.
And Fisk is the kind of hitter, when you get behind him, he just seems like he becomes a better hitter. He's really what you call a great cripple hitter.
Here are your runners. At first, Law. At second, Julio.
I got to believe right here that Mr. Fisk is sitting on a fastball.
And he gets it and pops it up onto the roof over our heads. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There he is, Harold Baines, who would be next if Fisk does not ground into a double play. Law at first means nothing. There's the big man with number 16 on his back, Julio Cruz. Two pitch. Still 2-2. Fisk, a native New Englander. There's Julio. Low and outside, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. You think Julio wouldn't like to score the winning run to win the Western Division title, particularly against the Mariners?
I'm sure he would.
You going to send him with 1 down?
I think he will, because of, Fisk is the type of an individual hitter. He's a contact hitter.
And excellent legs out there in Cruz and Law. Now the stretch by Caudle. The runners go. The 3-2 pitch is a chop swing, and the throw through to third base, and it's on a hop, saved by Darnell Coles. I swear that Carlton Fisk went around, and the first base umpire, Jim Evans, says no, he did not go around.
I don't think there's any doubt in my mind that he went around. He took a little half swing trying to protect it.
I can't believe it. And, of course, Del Crandall cannot argue a ball and strike call.
Nope.
Have another look at it. Carlton Fisk went around if a man ever went around. Have a look at it right here. Here it comes. The runners go, and Fisk goes all the way around.
Look at that, isn't that? That's a shame. That's a shame that the manager cannot. I'll tell you one thing. He goes to the mound. He'll wait for Mr. Evans. No, it isn't Evans. It's Al Clark to come out. I guarantee you.
Al Clark is just standing there, and now they're going to go down and get Vandenberg to work on Harold Baines. But if a man was ever struck out, it was Carlton Fisk. He went all the way around on that inside pitch, trying to protect himself. Completely went around. Maybe we'll get another chance to look at it. At any rate, the White Sox get a big break. Bill Caudle ends up walking the bases loaded here in the 9th inning, and left-hander Eddie Vandenberg is going to be called in to work to Harold Baines, and you got to be alive for the squeeze. Everything in the book right now. So Ed Vandenberg is running in. There he is from the bullpen way out in deep center field. We've got a break in the action here in Chicago with the bases loaded. In the bottom half of the 9th inning, 1 down. The score, the Mariners 3, the White Sox 3.
On the home plate here, on the mound, they got to get him off of there. They only have 1.
Well, shoot. Caudle.
I can't believe that call, though.
We going to get out if they end it right here in a hurry?
Yeah, still tapped out.
Was it 1 out? I've lost track of
1 out, yeah.
What do you want? 3 guys?
Yep.
Let's see, Baines. Nyman, because he's the
Yeah.
pinch hitter. I mean, he's the DH for Lazinski. He's still in the ball game there.
He's a left-handed swinger, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Stand by.
Well, there he is, left-hander Eddie Vandenberg coming in as hot a spot as you would ever want to find. The bases loaded, only 1 down. The Western Division pennant on the line for the Chicago White Sox, as Carlton Fisk apparently struck out by Bill Caudle. From here, he went all the way around. According to home plate umpire Al Clark, he did not, and so the bases are loaded. And here is Harold Baines. Baines hit a beady pitch low and away into the left center field bleachers in the 8th inning in the lower deck. And Julio Cruz at third base. The White Sox have already squeezed 1 run across. That to take the lead at 2-1 in the 4th inning when Vance Law squeezed in Tom for short. The infield comes in for the Mariners. Left-hander against left-hander. And the pitch swung on and hit off the end of the bat to center field. Here's Bradley back. Here comes Julio. The throw to the plate, and the Chicago White Sox are Western Division champions in 1983. A Harold Baines sacrifice fly to center field on the first pitch from Ed Vandenberg, and pandemonium breaking loose here in Chicago. I don't know if the security is going to be able to handle it as the White Sox win it by a score of 4-3. So enjoy and congratulate the Chicago White Sox here in 1983 as they win it with still a full 2 weeks to go. On the first pitch from Ed Vandenberg to Harold Baines, a fly ball to center field, and here they come, and the fireworks are going off. The Chicago White Sox will represent the West against the East, probably Baltimore, in about 2.5 weeks as the White Sox win their 88th game of the year. And the White Sox also have won 16 in a row here at Comiskey Park, and 11 of their last 12. My, oh my, what a night, and an interesting ending.
I'll tell you, what a night. You got to give the Mariners credit. I'll tell you one thing, they really battled back and kept it going as long as possible.
So here they are, the champions of the American League West, the Chicago White Sox. Once again, the final score, the White Sox 4, the Mariners 3, back with the totals right after this. Just say good night.
Quick wrap up.
What's the Lance record?
Seven and 7 now.
Quick wrap, huh? Quick wrap. Jubilation in Chicago as the White Sox win it by a score of 4-3. White Sox 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error.
Settles had a great 2 weeks. Probably fitting he could do it. I don't need it, I think our city needs it. I know our ball club needs it.
Tony, good spring training, bad start. The good, the bad, the ugly, the whole thing. You've gone through a hell of a lot, Pard.
Well, Hog, I feel like as a ball club, last year a little bit of something. We battled. This year, we started slow, but we knew 162 games. Don't panic, just keep playing. We got a team in every sense of the word.
Tony, have you ever seen a club in your whole career? Lamar's going to get something going right here. Have you ever seen a club? Big man Lamar Hart, congratulations, big man.
Thanks, Hawk. This is great.
Everybody talking. You can talk. You stay there. You can talk.
Tony, nice.
Thank you.
Eddie Einhorn. Eddie, turn around. Hard man, all right. What's going on, Fards? All right. All right. Eddie, turn around a second. Less than 3 years of taking the ball club over. When you got here, you said you're going to bring a winner. You're going to draw 2 million people, everything coming to comedy. Come on in, Jerry. Jerry Reinsdorf, less than 3 years.
Do it because we believed in this city, and we did it. And I don't want to hear anybody ever say again they can't do anything in Chicago, because that's not good. I was going to say something else, but I don't want to blow my image so early in the evening.
Jerry, what are your thoughts, right? You've got to be ecstatic.
Oh, it's incredible. You know, I've lived here 26 years. They've had a defeatist attitude in this town for so long, it's gone. Chicago's #1. It's super. An awful lot of people thought we couldn't do it. We showed them. I'm so happy for Tony. I'm so happy for Roland and just all the guys. Just fabulous.
It's a great organization, Hawk, and you're very much a part of that, too. We tried to do it right. We tried to create an atmosphere for winning here. I think we did it. I didn't know if we'd do it in 3 years, 4 years, but we did it in 3, thanks to these fellas and thanks to everybody. A team effort. It's a team game. And we're excited. Now we got to do this 2 more times now, and we'll really be happy.
Jerry, a lot of credit has to go to you. This is a situation, I think, a symbol that has become of baseball right here in Chicago through the last 3 months has been the trials and tribulations of Tony LaRussa.
Absolutely. Tony had so much to prove to so many people, but I don't... You know, somebody said on the radio today that if he's not the manager of the year, they ought to discontinue the award.
Get to him firmly. Jerry's got some tears coming out of his eyes right now. Congratulations. And I'll just say one thing. In all the years I've been in, can't find better people to work with. Nice going, Jerry. We'll have you back up in a little while. Get those tears out. Julio Cruz, come up here, Pards. The juice. How's it feel? How's it feel? The man who scored the winning run and the man who knocked it in, Harold Baines. Harold, how's it feel for you, Paul?
I think it's great. We worked real hard for it. It's a good to win here.
Harold, you've been swinging that bat so well when the games have been on the line the last couple of weeks here. It looked like you got caught up in the whole thing, just like everybody else.
You know, I just tried to play my part. It was a lot of fun being helping for the ball club.
You got a nice man right here to knock in a few times, hasn't he, since coming over from Seattle?
You know, he's an amazing guy. He's going to do whatever he can to win the ball game for you.
Juice, it's got to be an extremely big thrill for you. Coming over from the Mariners, all of a sudden the club now about 32 games over 500 since you joined them.
Hawk, it's an honor to be on this team. But first of all, let me say that in Minnesota, in Minnesota the other day, I got thrown out at third base on purpose so that we can come home here and clinch it in front of these great Chicago fans.
The juice has got to be, as we talked about. There's a winning run that'll clinch the American League West Divisional Championship, and so apropos that a man who come over in this situation did it. Congratulations, Juice.
Thank you, Hawk. A pleasure.
Pudge Fisk. Come on up, Carlton. Most valuable player in the American League this year. Carlton, how about it, Parts? Got to be. You had it 75. You had a close call in 78. All of a sudden to come over here this year with everything on a downer in the first month and a half of the season, and now this.
Oh, this is just fantastic, I swear.
And the bull, Greg.
Fantastic. Well, we got to thank our pitching staff for the way they came through second half of the year. And Dave Duncan, the way he handled them when we were struggling. And probably Tony LaRussa, the way he handled us all when we were all struggling. But we all came back and had great second halves. And when we got in first place, it was charge from there. And that's exactly what we did.
Well, the club started hitting when this man right here started hitting in Kansas City, 3 consecutive home runs. Bull, how's it feel for you?
Hey, they wrote us off early. We came back, buddy.
The old guys. The old guys. That's right.
The guys that were finished.
That's right. We're too old. We're done.
We came back.
Well, you two guys been here, Bull. This has to be you loving Chicago like you do. This has to be your greatest thrill.
Oh, no question about it. I've been there 4 times, but this is the one I'll remember. 24 years and being part of it. And after being written off, Hawk, it makes it all that much better, believe me.
It's sweet.
Have you ever seen a club with 25 guys contributing more than this one in your whole careers?
I've never seen a club where the manager used 25 guys and used them within their role as well as Tony has. We don't have a classic ball club. We don't have, the names that a lot of ball clubs have. But we get guys that play their roles, and Tony uses them within their roles and expects them to do well. And uses them all year long like that. So they've got an opportunity to contribute all year long, and they have. We've got a 25-man team, and it's just fantastic. That's the way you win it, with everybody.
Well, it has been a team effort. We were talking about earlier. In situations like earlier on, about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, you trying to get a man over from second base, not knock him in, so Ron Kittle could knock him in. These are the kind of things Carlton, since he's been put in that second spot, continually advancing the guys, taking pitches, letting them go. The total team concept.
Well, I think that's been the big thing for us. You know, we played as a team. There wasn't one guy that did it all. We played as a team, a total team, and Tony used the guys right. Guys were hot. He put them in there. They stayed hot. They're tough to get out of the lineup, but you got to give them a lot of credit for it.
All right, let's talk real quickly with the two veterans. This club being a 25-man complement. No, 3 or 4 studs that carry the whole load. What about the experience of the Orioles in the playoffs?
Well, I think pitching is going to tell the story. I think we can throw 4 starters at them, good bullpen, and play good defense against them. I think we got speed. Overall team speed's better, and we got power. So we can hurt them. But I think we're going to be dominant, like all year. Our pitching staff's together now with Bannister and Hoyt, and they're going to win it for us.
Bud, you're going to put the numbers down in that Baltimore series, Bud.
I can't wait. I can't wait. The way the pitchers are throwing, I can't wait. But since the second half, when our big 3 have been 35-5, you can put down the numbers and work the hitters and work the plate and use all the pitchers' pitches. And then our little offense goes out there, and what we've been doing all year is manufacture runs. Get a guy on, move him over, get him over, and get him in. And we've been doing it. We don't have a great team batting average, but look at the number of runs we scored, and that just shows what they do when you think offense and think manufacturing runs. So
nice going. I'll tell you what, I got to say it right now. In all my career, I've never seen a guy make a comeback like you have this year.
Well, it takes a lot of pride to win this game. It takes a lot of pride to play this game, and I'm not the only one with it, because we were all struggling at one time, but look where we are now.
All right, Pudgy, thank you. Go ahead and enjoy this thing.
All right.
The boomer, the big man from Gary, Ron Kittle. Ronnie, come on in, Parts.
So your early win.
It got to be great. Got to be just unbelievable for you. All of a sudden, you come up here in the All-Star game. You're going to be the Rookie of the Year. You're playing on a divisional winner. Now you got the playoffs and hopefully the World Series in front of you. You just had a hell of a year, hadn't you?
I don't think I could have dreamed it or planned it out any better than it's happened. This is the greatest bunch of guys I've seen. Even since spring training this year, there's about 90 different personalities on this team, and we put them all together for a winner, and I think everybody did a marvelous job.
Well, besides the ability, though, it's been a personality like Ron Kittles, who's coming here with a good, clean, wholesome spirit, keeping everybody loose, doing his job, living with the 0 for 4s, living with the 3 and 4 strikeouts. You've done it, and you must have enjoyed it.
I don't like living with him, but no, I tell you, I've been...
I'm holding you because I don't want you to fall off this platform.
I've already been hit with a bottle already. No, I've been pleased the way I've been playing so far this season, and I guess everybody else, I'm pleased with them too. They've been a super job. The pitching's turned around 150%, and I need windshield wipers for my glasses right now.
Ronnie, congratulations on a super year. I don't think it's going to be. Do you, for this club to stay ready, to get ready? You've got 14 games left before you get to Baltimore. It won't be a problem.
No, I don't think it's no problem anyway. We knew we were going to clinch it sooner or later anyway, but we were just waiting around for the reporter to see what their big day was. But I think this is a super team, and we're going to go as far as we can play, and we're going to give it 150% every day.
All right, Ron. Thanks, Pards. Hell of a year. Hell of a year. All right, right now, come on, Eddie. Here you go, Pards. You take it. Let me get my face cleaned up.
Well, we have Mayor Washington, I have heard, is on the phone. Mayor, are you there?
I'm here, and I'm enjoying watching you. I'm seeing the celebration. I wish I were there and shared all that champagne, though.
Oh, I know it. Well, this is as Jerry said, this is the pouring kind. This is within the budget.
Well, this whole city is proud of you. Eddie Einhorn and Jerry Reinsdorf and Tony LaRussa. That fine team of yours. It looks like we've got the Rookie of the Year, the Manager of the Year, and the Most Valuable Player of the Year. It's amazing.
Well, we appreciate those kind words. When we were in your office yesterday, I know you told us you've been waiting for this a long time. You were an original Knothole Gang member in the old days. I worked here as a vendor 23 years ago. It's just a great victory. Here's the man who led it all, our manager, Tony LaRussa.
Mayor, I just wanted to tell you, Mayor, we kept thinking that we just wanted to show somebody there's another Harold in town besides Mayor Washington.
Yeah, viva la Harold Baines. Congratulations to you, Tony Russo. Marvelous job. Marvelous job.
All right. Now, I just hope this is a rehearsal for the next thing, which is the playoffs, and the one after that, the World Series. And you got anything to say, Sunshine?
No, Mayor, it's really nice of you to have called in. You were very smart not to show up here tonight.
One suit at least.
We're going to have a game of celebration October 3rd at the Civic Center and give real honor to a wonderful, wonderful team of 25 excellent players and a first-rate management team. You've really made Chicago proud of you, you fine fellas.
Well, we're proud of Chicago, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the 3rd.
All right, sir.
Get rolling up here.
All right, rolling, Haven.
Beautiful.
All right, here. We have just adopted a 3rd member of the Sunshine Boys, Roland Heeman. Here he is.
Hey, Eddie, what a happy moment.
Hey, we own this town. Roland, say hello to Mayor. You still there? All right, Roland, you there? Say hello. There's the mayor on. Is he there?
Mayor, you there?
Okay, where?
Is he there?
Okay, not where.
All right, go ahead.
Hello, come in. Mayor, you still there?
I think he hung up.
Okay. All right, right now. Wait a minute. Come on, Rudy. We'll talk to Roland in just a few minutes. Rudy Law, the man that has been the catalyst offensively. What can you say? Best throw you ever had in your life, Rudy? This has got to be the greatest throw.
Early in the game, I was really excited, you know, and later on after they tied it up, I got a little bit down, but I knew we was going to come back and win.
Rudy, you've had a sensational season. Starting off very, very slow, and you like Carlton Fisk. You know, you're expected to do a lot up front for the ball club. You and Pudge both got off to a slow start, and all of a sudden now you're having career seasons.
Oh, yeah, it just took a couple of changes. You know, Charlie Lyle's been working with me all year, and when he got a little, you know, sick under the weather, he couldn't help me like he used to, so he talked to me a lot, told me to get my hands up and be more aggressive, and that's what I've been doing all the rest of the year.
In your opinion, just how much has Charlie Lyle meant to this ball club?
Oh, well, we're the best right now. Can't nobody beat us.
Rudy, nice score and hell of a season, Parks.
Thank you.
Attaboy. Vance Law, come here a minute. We got to show you the contrast. Yeah, we lost the monitor. Are we on at this point? Okay. Most guys are drinking the champagne. Look what that little Mormon boy from Utah is doing. Vance, how about yourself? You come out of spring training, you go from shortstop to third base. Scotty came in, all of a sudden started off poorly left side of the infield. Dibber came over, got in there, everything's straight. And there's nobody in this league that certainly has played better than Vance Law at third base.
Well, I appreciate that. I really enjoy playing third base now, and I hope I can stay there the remainder of my career. It was a tough adjustment at first. Moving over, and I know a lot of people were expecting some things that I think it took time to learn, but I'm glad that I was there finally, and I enjoy playing third base.
Well, here's a man right here that's glad you enjoyed it because you saved him a few runs this year. Come on in, Richard Dotson. Dot, having your career season, most fun.
This is it. This is what it's all about. This is what winning's all about. You know, I just want to do it 2 more times this year.
Now, you've had 2 outings against Baltimore. You are 0-2 and have given up only 4 hits. You don't mind facing those birds in the playoffs, do you?
No, I hope I give up 15 hits as long as we win. That's what it's all about. I'll be ready for it.
Dot, you've had great stuff all season long. What, you had 32 starts, something like that? Have you had 1 start or maybe 2 starts that you felt like you hadn't had good stuff all year?
Maybe my start after Boston. I don't know who that was against. You know, I didn't really throw that well. That was probably it. Other than that, I felt good all year, you know. Thank God for letting me be healthy, and I want to thank Herm Schneider because he's done a lot for me, and that's why I have my stuff every time out there because of Herm.
God, congratulations, Pard. You still got to go get the 20, right?
You get 19.
Okay, all righty. Tommy Pashorik, one of the veterans. Come on in. Thomas, congratulations, Pard. Tommy, one of the veterans on the club. You've gone through the wars and everything else. We've talked about it. Have you ever seen a club with more contributors than this year's 83 White Sox?
Never, Hawk. This is the greatest team effort I've ever seen. You know, I've been on a championship team before, but this was, you know, everybody, 25 guys pulling together. And Tony's done a marvelous job getting us together and just keeping the attitude tremendous all year. And we just did the job every night. It was incredible. I was just becoming more and more amazed at the number of of stars that we have on this ball club, because every night it was 2 or 3 people doing a job. It was great. The greatest feeling I've ever had.
The pitching that you can run out there, especially the last 3 months, these guys 35, the big 3, and then, of course, Brett Burns can beat you anytime he goes out there. He can put nothing but goose eggs on. With the pitching you got, it has to be a feeling every time you go out there, when you're driving to the ballpark, you know you're going to win a damn ball game.
Well, it's the most fun coming to the ballpark I've ever had in my life. It's the greatest group of guys I've ever been associated with, and running it for Roland Heeman is he's the greatest general manager of baseball. Eddie Eichner and Jerry Reiser are the greatest owners. Tony's the greatest manager. We're the greatest team in baseball, and onward to the Fall Classic.
Watch out, don't fall off, Parts. We got to get... Roland, come on in here for a second.
All right.
When you came in, I could hear. And everybody knew it was you when you walked in the door. The way those players went right to you. All your years in baseball. This is the ultimate.
I love all these guys. What a group. I've already lost my voice. I've only been here 5 minutes. Hey, happiness. That's what it's all about. Hey, our fans can enjoy this. Sox fans, we love you. And the way they've responded is great. But, hey, the most unselfish group of ball players I've ever seen. They have given a seminar on how the game should be played. I love them. I love them. I love them.
And another particular deep emotional point for you is the fact that Tony LaRussa.
Hey, my man.
Tony LaRussa, your man, has gone through hell and high water this year, especially at the start. All of a sudden, between you and Tony, you did it your way. You had confidence and faith in the people that you put on that field. You especially and Jerry Reinsdorf had confidence in Tony, and all of a sudden here you are with the divisional championship.
Hey, he wears number 10, and he's a 10 in every respect. Not only as a manager, what a great human being. His wife Elaine, Bianca, Devin, hey, it was a good celebration up there. I got some great kisses up there from that great family of the LaRussas, and I'm so proud of them. Hey, I'm not emotional, I'm just doggone.
The rest of the game.
All right, folks, let me explain why I'm all wet. Rudy Law promised me at the beginning of the season he was going to get me if they won. The
championship.
Oh, it's beautiful. And Harold Bays drove him in, but I remember the night we got Julio Cruz. You congratulated me, Hawk. You're a good scout.
All right, thank you, Roland. Go back down there and enjoy with your fellows. Okay, be careful. Hey, go down the steps. Don't fall down there. Come on in here, Greg Walker and Mike Squires, our first baseman over here. Greg, same thing. Got to be the best thing that ever happened to you, right?
Nothing's even come close. This is great. Long way from Douglas, Georgia. I don't know. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Mike, you've been here, a senior member of this organization. You've been here so long. All of a sudden, it comes to fruition here in '83.
It's the best I've felt, Hawk. In 10 years, it's a long time. I've been through the bad and the good, and now the best, and we're not done yet.
No, you're not. You know, we were talking. For sure, he's got. I tell you, I wish you could throw that hard. But the thing is that. You've got Baltimore coming up. We were just talking with Luzinski and Fisk about the thing. You're a veteran in this league. You know what experience means. And, of course, the Orioles, they've been there. But with this particular club, it's a little different scene than one of the first clubs winning, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's not just 1 or 2 guys doing the job day in and day out. It's 25 guys. Everybody's contributed no matter what their part is. And, we've got a blend of young guys that have been around, and veterans, and we're ready. We're ready for them.
All right, Michael, you've done your thing this year, saving all those runs. And, Greg, you've done your thing, too. You started off the season, had a great spring. All of a sudden, they had to take you out there for a while. You were a little unsure. Tony LaRussa's done a hell of a job handling you, hasn't he?
I just hope that everybody in Chicago realizes the job that Tony's done. I mean, everybody on his team knows it, and I just hope that people in Chicago realize what the great job he's done, and I guarantee he's the main reason we're here right now.
Thanks a lot, Greg. Congratulations on having yourself one fine year, Pars. Y'all go get those Orioles. Can we throw it back up to the booth for a couple of seconds? Is Donnie up there? I know Donnie. Big D.
Well, thank you very much, Hawk, and what a great job that you've done. And right here, we have the Vice President of Marketing, Mike McClure. And, Mike, you have been with Division.
Go for it, whatever it takes in life. Good luck. Take it to the whole world. Right. And what are we looking for now? Thank you.
Hands on the field, and $2 million. That's something that someone said would never happen in Chicago.
Well, Dan, I guess, no matter having 1 to 4, there's nothing like this, because to see the White Sox become what they have become in the last 2 years, to see the fans' response.
You especially. I mean, it's tough to talk about an emotion at this point in time. But how is it, fellas?
Tell you what, it's felt great. You know, can't say enough about the job that Hoyt and Bannister and Dotson have done. You know, the big three in the pitching staff this year. They've come along and had great years for themselves, and they've picked me up when I've had a year where I'd like to have done better. But at this point, it's going to the playoffs, and you know, we're going to go out there with 4-man in a rotation and just try to blow them away and get to the World Series and win that too. It's just been great.
I'll tell you this, the Coos could have gotten angry, pouted, but he stepped out there, took his role, and did the job tonight.
Well, you know, the Coos is a class act. He's a class veteran. You know, he's been there before. He knows what it takes. It's a total team effort. You know, a team that wins has no room for selfishness, and you won't find that around here.
You're right about that. Thanks a lot. Good luck to you in the playoffs.
RBI. You know, I just like to be there when it's on the line and hope I can pull through the majority of the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Let's try to do the majority of the time.
You know, they say you're the quiet.
Here's what we expect to have happen, however. Kevin Lynn, as you heard just a few moments ago, is heading down into the locker room to try to get some interviews of his own, which we hope to see tonight. If not tonight, we'll certainly see them tomorrow on our news. What a night.
Yeah, what a night. I can tell you one thing. My husband is out there, and he told me if the Sox win, he said he's going to be hanging around there, and don't expect him home.
Scotty. Isn't it amazing? Harold Baines never changes his expression. That's as happy as Harold ever looks. He has that stone-faced expression, but you know that inside he's jumping up and down, as are all the White Sox. The White Sox, you know, they kept the lid on their emotions. Even when they got the big lead, they said, no, we just play it one day at a time, one day at a time. And so now this is the letting off of all that steam. Now that they have got this thing clinched, now they can rest up and they can start looking ahead to the Baltimore Orioles, who are coming up. It's amazing. Thousands of people are still here. I think some people still can't believe that Chicago has a winner. Other people just want to savor the moment. It's been so long coming. Most of the people who are here weren't born the last time there was a World Series involving a Chicago team. So let's go back now to a couple of guys, at least one guy who was in a World Series. Carlton Fisk, Jim Rose is standing by again in the White Sox clubhouse.
Sox for the American League West Championship. Is this as good? Does this feel as good as when you won it with Boston?
Oh, this feels better.
Why?
It feels much better. Because we don't have the big names and we don't have the overpowering offense that we can throw at guys day after day in a ballpark like Fenway Park. We've got a bunch of hard workers, guys that grind out runs, grind out every day. Our pitching staff came from way down to way up. Our hitters have just manufactured runs with little or no hits, as was evident tonight here in the 9th inning. No hits and a run to win a ball game. That's the way we've been playing all year long.
I think you knew going in you had to win this one and forget about Kansas City.
Well, that's basically the way we've played since the first part of June, the middle of June. We can't worry about what other teams do. We've just got to go out there every day, take one day at a time, play as good a brand of baseball as we can, take advantage of every opportunity, and then our pitching staff came on, and it was history after that.
Well, it's physically how you feeling over the last couple of days. I've seen you take a couple of hard shots with the ball, and you've been running hard and playing hard.
Well, it feels great. It feels great. You know, I played a lot of games, but it's been fun. And you get up to play every day when you're in the race. It's been tough to play in Seattle's shoes tonight. I know that. But they battle as hard like they, you know, like the bunch of professional ball players that they are. Jim Beattie pitched a nice game for them. But we just battle and battle and battle.
Indeed.
It's not over yet.
Got Baltimore.
No, we can't wait.
All right, Fudge, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Fudge Fisk, the man who, when the Red Sox were in the pennant chase, smacked that home run out of Boston's Fenway Park, waving it out in the 6th inning. Hopefully he'll be able to do it again. Let's go back out to Al.
Jim, it's wet and wild and very happy in the clubhouse. Okay, the security people are now starting to push the crowds back with the ropes and get them off the field. And while they're doing that, let us take this timeout from the celebration here in Comiskey Park.
That you got over the hump of to have such a tremendous second half?
All I can say is all the guys on the team are pulling for me. You know, it was so tough. I put a lot of pressure on myself. I wanted to do so well for the club. A couple guys were getting off to kind of a slow start that normally got off to quick starts, and I just wanted to make the difference.
Let's go back up. Lord have mercy. We can't lose him off the end of this thing here.
I just wanted to help out making the difference, and I put too much pressure, but guys really pulled for me and hung in there with me and really rallied behind me.
Well, last night I think was a perfect example of just how your season has gone. It looked like you were man-possessed out there when you had a chance to clinch it.
Hey, I tell you, all the confidence in the world, you know, it just shows in all the guys on the team. Because, you know,
Lamar, he's backdooring you with that curveball again.
Everybody's just been doing a super job, and it's just been a great feeling.
Congratulations, boy.
Thanks a lot, Hawk.
Terrific comeback. You and your wife, Jana, both parts.
Thanks a lot.
All right. All right, come on, Kill. Hickman. Come on up here. He's going to be the star in the series with that bat. Come on up here, Hick. How about it? Be in your hometown. Get back here so they can see you a little bit, but don't go back too far. Being from hometown, got to be the greatest thrill.
I'll tell you, Hawk, I've been through the Bulls, the Hawks, the Bears. I know I hate the Cubs. You know, I grew up hating the Cubs, but yeah, I can feel for them now. But I tell you, running in from the bullpen tonight it seemed a lot shorter than from tagging up from third and scoring on that sacrifice fly. I tell you that. But all around, it was just one hell of a job by the whole organization this year, going out and getting the players that we needed. I know I wasn't that much contributed. I didn't feel that much this year, but over the last couple of years, I went in there and I felt good. I could just see it happening, and it's just you can read about it and you can talk about it and see it on TV, but you have to be here to experience it. I'm just happy for the guys who went out there all year, and the second half especially, and busted their tails and believed in themselves, and the organization that believed in themselves that went out there and just did a great job. And you guys, for guys who, like they say, clean the tobacco juice out of the dugout.
Hey, first of all, let me ask you this. How about your arm? Tell all people.
Great. I'll tell you, and this can cure it. I got a lot of champagne in it right now. I'm ready right now. I'm going out there right now and throw a 9. I know I can do it, Hawk.
Nice going, Hickman. All right, Pards. Nice. Den, come on up there, Dennis Lamb. What's going on, Park? Congratulations.
Thanks a lot, Hawk. I know I've spent 6 years in Chicago, and it's great to be on a winner. Really, all year I thought I was going someplace else, and I'm just glad, they kept me and, made me a part of all this, and it's very gratifying. I know I went out there to get the save for Jerry Kuzman. I tried to get a ground ball, but they were hitting him too slow, so I was just, forcing him to get the win there, and I'll take it. I'll always remember this, but, right now we're thinking of today, and then tomorrow we'll think about whoever we're going to play in the playoffs, and it's probably the biggest thrill of my life, and I just thank God that I'm in this position, because I know of a lot of players that tried over the years, the 24 years to get to this position, and, you got to think of those people, and this is finally a team that made it after all that. A lot of hard work, and it took that long, but I think the city of Chicago is behind us 100%, and I'm sure they're going to carry us all the way through this.
Denny, you got off to a situation yourself this year. The starter, long man, short man. You never moan, never cry, never beef about it one time, and it just makes it all the more gratifying, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. The only thing I said to the organization was I want to pitch, and I think if I sat on the bench and said I was happy to sit on the bench, then really you don't belong in this game. You should always want to play, even if you're sitting on the bench. But I didn't want to beat people at their worst. I wanted to beat them at their best and get into a situation where I finally could be the stopper in order to help the team.
Well, Denny, congratulations on one hell of a job, Pards. You've been a big man in this '83 Sox season.
Well, thanks, Hawk. And, it took a whole team effort, because you look around this team and a lot of guys that we have, people gave up on. And if you look at the talent, we had to play together in order to win, and that's what we did the whole year.
Well, it's just another ugly divisional championship.
Heck, we've got one more win they had all last year, and we're going to take it one day at a time, and hopefully we can maybe get to 100, but we got to rest a little bit here. It's been a lot of, nerve-wracking games and that, but right now this is the greatest position to be in. We're just looking forward to the playoffs, and hopefully we can maybe play the Dodgers. I'm from Southern California, so I'm kind of partial towards the Dodgers and playing them and beating them.
Well, somebody's going to have trouble.
I know.
Okay, watch yourself go. Thank you, Denny. Watch yourself. Booter. Oh, Stevie Man, Boot Man, come on in, Park. Come on.
The heavyweight.
Oh, I'll tell you, if it's a pair of bookends right here, we got Boot Man. Big thrill.
Can't believe it, Hawk. Waited so long for this right here. I tell you, 14 years.
And you're another one of those guys that a lot of people wrote off a couple of years ago.
Well, here I am, and I'll be back next year, I hope. But I'm tell you what, it's one of the biggest moments of my life right here, Hawk.
Sure it is, and you've done one heck of a job. It's a situation when you come in there, no problem, you got the job done, you go up there hacking. But if there's one guy right now that you have to feel especially close to, it's got to be Roland Hema.
I'll tell you, we owe it all to Roland and the owners and everything. They've done just a super job putting this ball club together. I know Roland's waited longer than I have, but this guy right beside me has done one hell of a job, and Dotson and all those guys, I tell you, it's just a dream come true, Hawk. I don't think I'm going to play golf in the morning.
You and me are the one, we ain't going to be fit to it. Thanks, Boot Man.
Okay.
Lamar, Cy, come on in, little Cy. First of all, how's Sylvia?
She's doing great. She came here to the game tonight. She enjoyed it, and she's doing just fine.
Well, this is big doings from Columbia, South Carolina, and Savannah, Georgia, too.
That's right, but just like I was telling some guy a while ago, this is like a 3-strike inning or a 3-out inning. We got 1 out down, we got 2 to go. So we're on our way.
Lamar, that about summarizes and categorizes the way you approach pitching too, isn't it? You can go out there, we've talked about it, you can go out there, the umpire maybe miss a couple of toughs, and when you just go back and get him yourself, won't you?
Well, basically, when you got your attitude in the right perspective and you're looking at things like you should.
You're left-hander.
He got me back. I was the one spewing it at him a while ago. But
listen, I'm not trying to make love. I'm just trying to hold so you don't fall.
I understand that. But this has been a great year. You know, I look at the way I pitch in a way where I'm just trying to make the most logical pitch in the most logical situation to keep the ball in the park. And fortunately, all year, the guys have gotten the runs when I've needed them, and they've played the great defense when I've needed that, and it's just been a great year.
All right, you're going to probably crank it up first against the Birds. We've got 4 guys we can run out there. Again, we're talking about the experience that the Baltimore Orioles have, but with the guts of the 4 guys that we're going to run out there, that'll negate a lot of that experience, won't it?
I've been talking to Benny and Dot already back here, and I told them, I said, this is the first one. We got 2 more to go, so don't be sitting on this one.
Lamar, congratulations on a super year. Super.
Thank you. We hadn't finished.
All right, Lamar, come on up here, Jerry. Jerry Harrison. Well, ¿qué pasó, señor?
Nada, señor. ¿Cómo está?
How you feel, Jerry?
Bien, bien.
You've had a super year. You just had a super year. It's got to be the greatest feeling, you know, all of a sudden. A couple of years ago, down in Mexico. Right now, you're with a divisional winner.
I tell you, it's this feeling I can't describe. You know, I've been associated with the White Sox really all my life. You know, even before I was born, my dad was here playing with the 51 Sox. So Sox has been my team, you know, all my life. It's a feeling that I really can't describe. This is my 7th team that I've been associated with. And every year we leave spring training saying, hey, we're going to win the West, go on. You know, this year, it's reality, and it's a great feeling.
Well, there's a man that's not here tonight that's going to love it just as much as everybody in this clubhouse, isn't there?
That's right. I'm sure he knows by now, and he's going to be up here for the playoffs and enjoy it all and take it all in.
Of course, we're talking about one of the legends of White Sox baseball, Jerry's dad, Sam Hairston, who's always there in spring training, works in the minor league system, and everybody here just loves him. But, Jerry, it's got to be a great thrill. You've done such a tremendous job the last 2 years for the Sox, coming up with the big keys. If you get, let me ask you, I was down here, if you get the one that you pinch hit for, if you get it up, is it gone?
Yeah, I hit that ball pretty good, and it would have been a base hit if the guy was playing situations.
He's only been there 100 years.
He's playing off the line, though.
All right, well, let's bring Davey Nelson, and he'll explain how this man's been there 100 years. Come on in, Davey. Congratulations, Bart. How's that behind of yours?
Man, I told him, he said, no way but the
Hard man. All right, stay up here, too. Some of the coaches. One of the big parts of the Sox this year has been the bases, and you have been integral. You have been the man. You have been the chief. You stand over there, talk, get them going. Got to be gratifying to you.
Well, Hawk, you know, boy, that's been a large part of our game is all right, Brent, is to be aggressive on the bases, you know, and our guys have been great all year. And what more can I say? What a classic way to win the ball game. And Juice gets on there, steals second. You know, and boy, it was awesome. It was just great. And then, you know, HB leads our team in game-winning RBIs, and how apropos for him to come up and do it. So we take a lot of pride with ourselves on the bases, and doggone, you know how integral that is to our ball club. And
well, it's just not the stolen bases, though, David. It's so many times this year that you had a situation where you had, for an example, 2 out and 1 man on first base. They get the big lead. They get the good jump. They're busting their fannies out there, so they get there before the throw can be made. If it's hitting the hole, they can't get the guy, and all of a sudden you score a run later on. Those are the big things, too.
Boy, those are the little things that win ball games, you know, and that's one of the things that, you know, we have a few guys that can steal bases, but we have a lot of guys that run the bases well, and that's what's important. And we go from first to third as good as anybody in the league, and we tag up well. You know, and doggone, what can I say? It's just been awesome.
It shows.
It really does.
Thanks, Davey.
Thank you.
Watch it behind going down them stairs now. Take it easy, all right? Hard man, Art Kushner.
Yeah.
Got to be it for you 2 parts, huh?
Sure is. This is great. Give it. I'll take a bath this anytime.
Where's the devil? Where's the devil?
Yeah, the devil's sitting on my end of my bed a couple of times during the year.
Did you get him out of there?
Yes, sir. Yes, it's out. We're going to win this thing, you know. I've been here 4 years with Tony, you know, and we've been going for it. And
come on, I'm holding you here, so I don't want you to go back on that thing.
Eddie and Jerry, you know, they got some top-notch ball players over here, and, you know, you could just see the team just starting to mold, and these guys came out to play every day. They took it one at a time, and it's been great.
Well, I know it's hard for you to say because you're a member of it, but have you ever seen a better coaching staff here that gets the job done. I'll put it this way, if it's not the best, there's none better, is there?
Right. These guys, you know, we work together so well. You know, there's no dissension among the coaching staff, and there's always like a unity among us, you know, and we always sticking together, and they're always, you know, always asking each other's opinions about certain things, and just being able to work together like that, you know, and we have such a bunch of great guys on the club that it made our job, you know, easier, you know, because when you have talent like we have, you know, when you don't have to go into any real tremendous explanation about anything. And the way the coaches work with these guys has been great. You know, we've been having a heck of a time this year, and taking one at a time, and this was the one. This has been great for me, I tell you.
Congratulations, Hart, man. You deserve it, babe. All right, babe. Coos, come on up here. Come on up, big man. Nice going. Nice game tonight.
Thanks, Hawk. I tell you, the second half's been a struggle for me personally because I've had my own problems out there in the mound mechanically. But seeing some films here a while ago, and Dave Duncan and I talking them over, correcting them, I threw in Minnesota. I felt so good about it. And so when things didn't work out last night, the clincher, I really felt eager to get out there tonight and be in the fortunate position to pitch in where you could clinch it. But even more than that, it's fun watching all the guys gradually start glowing here the last few weeks, waiting for that clincher, especially the guys that have never been in it before. And I'm just really happy and proud to be able to say I'm a White Sox player.
Coos, well, talking about getting things started, it was yourself there in 3 consecutive starts earlier in the season when the club was not going well, when things weren't so rosy. You just took it upon yourself, you sucked it up, you went out there, did some complete game victories, and that got the ball rolling in that respect.
Well, I feel good that I had the opportunity. The first 2 months I was in the bullpen, and I don't know, I don't think I did too well out of the pen either. But once I got the call for the starting job, I really felt good. I felt secure, and I was glad I was able to contribute. But I wish it would have happened the same way in the second half. But I tell you what, you got Bannister, Hoyt, Dotson, and Burns, who just went out there and have pitched their butts off that second half. And I tell you, in '69, they say Seaver and I won 18 out of our last 19 starts. But I've never seen 4 pitchers go out there and pitch so strong and consistently as those 4 guys have. Is magnificent, and a guy that appreciates nice mechanics and motion on the mound. It was a pleasure watching him, and plus all the play behind him and the home runs and whatnot.
Coos, congratulations. Go enjoy it, Pards, and I know you will. Go down and see the old running mate Bull.
Thanks, Hawk. I will.
Okay, Jerry Koosman. Orestes Minnie Minoso. Minnie, how are you, Pards? This has got to be a great thrill for you, too.
To me, it's a pleasure, but do you see the last time they cinched it pennant, and in 1959, Chet Malala hit a 1, and I hit my glove like that, and I missed it, and went over a home run. And today, they win again, and I have this ball in my hand. The Bull gave it to me. But that's very pleasant because, truly, I imagine the way they do it. Since the ground creep office, radio, you, and the other guys, that I don't want to mention your name, because he used to give me, the last time I faced him in the All-Star game, he threw me just 3. And you know who that gentleman?
The sidewinder.
You know this gentleman?
Yeah.
Well, and I figured he's going to throw me a speedball, and he always come over here. When he come over here, just right there.
He always called it a Cuban forkball.
But I don't know, but I tell you, I'm so happy, and I want to say hello to everyone. I want to give you my congratulations to every baseball player in the team, manager, coach, even so, bad boy, and everyone, because they bring to Chicago what the Chicago needed. I want to even so congratulate to the fans, because they are number 1. The fan is number 1, and you people, number 1 too, because you just know what happened, but never let the people know what happened.
Minnie, there's nobody alive today who is more synonymous with White Sox baseball than Minnie. Congratulations, Part. I know you got to be very happy.
Thank you very much, and God bless you.
All right. Minnie Minoso. Right now, let's take a little break and go back to Don up in the booth.
Well, thank you very much, Ken. As the excitement of the clubhouse continues, and Kenny did a whale of a job, and I know that all of you really appreciate that and enjoyed the talk with the players. You can see the exuberance that they had. They knew that it was just time for it to come out, and it did tonight in a great performance and a great victory as far as the White Sox were concerned. I myself would like to just congratulate Jerry Reinsdorf and Eddie Einhorn, all of the partners as far as the White Sox were concerned, but most of all to the players. They did just a fantastic job. As Ken said before, when it looked down, it looked dismal. Why, it was tough, but they sucked it up. And to Tony LaRussa, my sincere congratulations to his coaching staff and to everybody else. It was just a fantastic job. And once again, let's go back and look at that final play of the 1983 season as far as the Sox were concerned. They have more to go. Harold Baines at bat, bases loaded, Julio Cruz at third, and the fly ball deep enough in center field. Bradley getting back. He gave it his all. He got in good position, but the speed of Julio Cruz came across the plate, and you can see the feet of Jimmy Leland right behind him. And that was it. The Chicago White Sox win the American League West. So for all of you and to you fans here in Chicago, we give you this toast. We give you the 1983 Chicago White Sox. And as Lamar Hoyt so very well put it, this is only the first strike. This is only the first out. There are 2 more to go. A reminder that our next televised White Sox game will be tomorrow when the Western Division champion Chicago White Sox will meet the Seattle Mariners at 1 o'clock. Right.
3-1 lead. That looked like it would be enough for Koosman to be insurance, but top of the ninth, the Mariners refused to let up. Ricky Nelson doubles to left center. Off reliever, Dennis Lamb scoring 2 Mariners. Al Collins was the second. He makes it 3-3. Sox fought back as they have all year. Bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Baines, with bases loaded, sends a sac fly to center. Julio Cruz tags and scores. Sox win 4-3 to win their first ever American League Western Division crown at KC. UL Washington aboard. Frank White in the 3rd inning lashed a 2-run homer into the left field seats to give the Royals a 3-1 lead over the Oakland A's. In the 8th inning, with bases loaded, Butch Davis of the Royals comes to the plate. He's going to knock in all 3 of his teammates. Come on, Butch, where are you? There he is. He knocks in all 3 guys aboard with a double to right field. Kansas City goes on to beat Oakland 10-1, forcing the Sox to earn it themselves. And, of course, that's the way they wanted it all along. Let's go back to a soggy Warner Saunders drenched with champagne in the Sox locker room. Warner?
And Jerry Reinsdorf, the owners of the Chicago White Sox. Did you think at the beginning of this season that we'd be here tonight?
Of course. We have gone into every season, Warner, thinking we had a chance to win. We didn't know how good a chance it was. But this year we felt a lot much better than we did the year before. And although we had our downs, we always feel, and that's been the theory of our ownership, that we can do it. And if we don't do it this year, we're going to do it next year.
Ever the conservative, Jerry Reinsdorf, when did you say, I think we got it?
The Friday night that we won a doubleheader in Texas and Kansas City lost in Baltimore, I said to myself that night, we've won it, but I wouldn't tell anybody.
Yeah. This has got to be an absolutely great night. I mean, people who've lived in Chicago for all these years, for a quarter of a century, here we are. So we got to congratulate you 2 guys for bringing a winner to us. We appreciate it. Is Otis out there with the fans right now? He is not? Okay, let's see if he's out there and he can catch some fan reaction. These guys came in and told the Sox, quiet down in here. Congratulations, guys. All right. Okay, well, we did talk to some players out there, and you want to see some guys doing some crazy things? Watch this.
This has got to be the best team I ever been, because I never been in a winning team to this year, and this is the first time. I tell you, this is the great.
All year, in spite of all the setbacks, the beginning of the season, rocky as it could be, did you ever think you'd be here tonight?
I tell you, I knew the job that the guys did in the second half and the lead that we built up, I knew it was a matter of time before we got in this position. But I can tell you this, the guys did the job at Channel 5, I'm not going to mention the other channels because you're talking to me, but that supported us and came out and traveled with us and all that. I thought it was a big lift, and give the people the inside look. I thought it was great because being a fan for all these years, supporting all the Chicago teams is, I tell you, you can read about it and you can see it on TV, even, but you have to be here to experience it. Is. That's it. This is reality, and it's just great.
Well, yeah, the little guys can do it, the big guys can do it, everybody does it, it's great. And I think you need a little bit of You were looking too clean. Oh, my God. White Sox will pay for it.
Well, that's what champagne tastes like. One of the great heroes of the past, Orestes Minnie Minoso. Well, it was 1959 and you were here. How does this one compare?
Please, excuse me. In 1959, I was in Cleveland.
You were not here. That's right, you were in Cleveland,
you
weren't you?
remember
That's
that
right, you were in
see,
Cleveland. Oh, my God.
This baseball